Hi, thank you for joining. Today's session is about quantifiers. We will focus on some, any, no, and none. Quantifiers with ASM Shamimia. Quantifiers are words or phrases that are used before a noun to indicate an amount or number. These words give us an impression of how many something is. For example, if I say, I want some chocolates, it means I want 2 or 3 chocolates, not all. We use quantifiers to avoid using the numeric numbers such as 1, 2, 3, etc. as quantity or amount. In this lesson, we'll focus at the quantifiers some, any, no, and none. Some means an unspecified number or quantity. We can use some with both the countable and uncountable nouns. For example, I want some toys. It means I could be asking for 3 or 4, but not all of them. Quantifier some can also be used in a question, but it's not a question. It's actually an offer or a request. So if you want to use a quantifier some in question, remember you will be making a mistake. What you should do is you use the quantifier some in a request or when you are making an offer. We can use the quantifier some in a sentence that offers or makes a request. For example, would you like some tea? You can see it's an offer. Could you give me some tea? It means you are making a request. Any means one of something. We can use any with both the countable and uncountable nouns. Example, I don't have any toys. It means I don't have even one out of all these toys you can see. No or none. Both of them have same meaning. They mean not even one, by no amount. No is followed by a noun, but none isn't followed by a noun. We can use no or none with both the countable and the uncountable nouns. For example, I have no toys, or I have none. It means I have 0 toys. If I say I have no toys, you can see the quantifier no is followed by a noun. But if I say I have none, you can see none is followed by nothing. None. None is used as a third-person singular pronoun as well, though it keeps the same meaning, that is, not even one or by no amount. It doesn't follow by a noun. For example, I have none. So you can see after the quantifier none, I have written nothing because none is also a pronoun. None is in this room at this moment. So you can see before the verb is we have none. None is a pronoun. That's why we can begin a sentence with the quantifier or the pronoun none. So, where do we use the quantifiers? Let's find out. We use the quantifier some in a positive or affirmative sentence only. We don't use some in a negative sentence or question. For example, I want some toys. Give me some water. He has some time. All these sentences are written in affirmative or positively. We use the quantifier any in a negative sentence or question only. We don't use any in a positive or affirmative sentence. For example, I don't want any toys. Do you have any water? Does he have any time? You can see all these are written either in a question or as a negative sentence. We use the quantifier no in a positive or affirmative sentence only. We don't use no in a negative sentence or question. For example, I have no toy. He has no water. He has no time. All these examples are written in a positive or affirmative way, but the meaning of these sentences are negative. We use the quantifier none in a positive or affirmative sentence only. We don't use none in a negative sentence or question. For example, I have none. He has none. None has time. All these examples you can see are written in either positive or affirmative way. We cannot use none in a negative or a question. If you have any query, feel free to ask in WhatsApp or in the forum that follows this lesson.